Which of you can play with a ball, kicking a ball? Well, all of you, of course. This story, this first story, begins with 4 children kicking a ball where they should not be kicking a ball. They're kicking a ball next to the church. 3 brothers and their sister. The youngest brother is called Childe Rowland, and the sister is called Bird Ellen. And this is the story. If you're ready to listen, when I say story, story, you will say, tell us a story. Story, story.
Tell us a story.
Childe Rowland and his brothers both are playing with a ball. And there's their sister, Bird Ellen, in the middle of them all. Childe Rowland traps it with his foot, he knocks it with his knee. He kicks the ball over the church where nobody can see. Bird Ellen round about the church to where the ball has gone. Long they wait, longer still, but she does not return. They look east, they look west, they look all around. Long they wait, longer still, but she does not return. So sad the hearts of brothers 3 with doubt, pain and concern. Long they wait, longer still, but she does not return. And the oldest brother goes to his mother. Mother, our sister has gone. She went round the church and we could not find her. I must go and find her. And his mother does not want him to go, but he leaves. And he goes into the dark greenwood, and there he finds the cave where the wizard Merlin lives. There are things that you must do, and there are things that you must not do if you want to bring your sister back. For your sister has been taken by the king of the elves. She went around the church with a shins against the sun, and for that she was taken. And the oldest brother listens to the advice of Merlin, and the oldest brother sets off into the dark greenwood on a dangerous adventure. The 2 younger brothers remain at home with their mother, and they wait. So sad the hearts of brothers 2 with doubt, pain and concern. Long they wait, longer still, but they do not return. And the second brother goes to his mother. Mother, my oldest brother and my sister have been gone a long time. I will bring them back. And his mother holds on to him. But I must go, mother. And he runs from her grip. And he too goes into the dark greenwood and finds the cave of the wizard Merlin. And he listens to the same advice. And he too sets off on that perilous journey. Just the youngest brother is at home. So sad the heart of Childe Rowland with doubt, pain and concern. Long he waits, longer still, but they do not return. And the youngest brother goes to his mother. Oh, my mother, my older brothers, my sister have been taken. I will bring them back. I will. You are my youngest child, she says. I cannot let you go. I have lost 3 children already. I will go, mother. She holds on to him. But mother, Give me my father's sword. And with tears in her eyes, she reaches up above the fireplace and she takes down the mighty sword of his father, an undefeated sword, and she gives it to him. And crying, she watches her youngest son leave. And he too goes into the dark greenwood and finds the cave of the wizard Merlin. Child, your sister went around the church widdershins against the sun. Because of this, she was taken by the king of the elves. To bring her back will be the hardest task. You must kill every elf that you meet. You must bite no bit, nor drink no drop. Bite no bit, nor drink no drop. Bite no bit, nor drink no drop, until you all return. Childe Rowland looks at Merlin, and Merlin's eyes are shining. And he leaves the dark cave, and he steps through the green wood, the way that Merlin shows. He goes along, he goes along some more. He goes along and along he goes, further than before. And ahead of him on the path, he sees a tall, strange man. He has a herd of horses. The horses are strange, like ghosts, bony. Which way to the dark tower of the king of the elves? I do not know, child. Follow the path. Ask the cowherd. He looks at the horse herd's eyes, and they are shining green. And he knows that he is an elf. And he takes his father's sword. He cuts off the head of the horse herd, and it rolls on the ground. He goes along and along he goes along some more. He goes along and along he goes, further than before. And ahead of him on the path there is the cowherd. The cowherd is small and round. He is tending his cows, which are strange and pale. Good man, tell me, which way to the dark tower of the king of the elves? I do not know, child. Follow the path. Find the hen wife. Ask her. He looks into the cowherd's eyes, and they are shining
Green.
He is an elf. He takes his father's sword. He cuts off the head of the cowherd, and it rolls on the ground. Help me. He goes along and along. He goes along and along he goes along some more. He goes along and along he goes, further than before. And ahead of him on the path, he sees the old hen wife. Well, she is stooped, bent so low, the hood over her head. And she is feeding scraps to the hens around her feet, there in the dark greenwood. Tell me, woman, which way to the dark tower of the king of the elves? Do not ask me this. Go there, and you will not return. I must go, old woman. My brothers and my sister are taken. Please. Then be careful. Follow the path. You will find a crystal tower, but there is no door. To enter, you must pass around 3 times, each time widdershins. anti-clockwise, against the sun. Each time you pass around, cry, door open, open door, let me in. And the third time a door may open. If your heart is true, you can go inside. But after that, I cannot tell. Childe Rowland thanks the henwife. He starts walking along the path. Has he forgotten something? He turns round, and from under her hood she is looking at him, and her eyes are shining green. And he takes his father's sword, and he steps back, and he cuts the head off the henwife, and it rolls on the ground. He goes along and along he goes along some more. He goes along and along he goes, further than before. He reaches a clearing, and in the clearing there is a swirling mist. And rising high into the sky is a dark tower made of crystal, dark crystal. But there is no door. You cannot see the top. It is in cloud. He goes around anti-clockwise against the sun. Once around he goes, and he calls, door open, open door, let me in. No door opens. A second time he goes around the tower. It is a long way. Then he calls, door open, open door, let me in. A third time, Childe Rowland goes around the tower. And when he comes around the third time, he cries loud, door open, open door, let me in. And a door opens in the side of the crystal tower. He steps inside and it closes shut behind him. It is dark. At first he cannot see. It is cold. He looks around, but slowly his eyes get used to the darkness, and he makes out a small green light at the end of a passageway. The green light is coming from behind a door. And with his heart beating loudly in his chest, he goes along and along he goes along some more. He goes along and along he goes, and he walks right through that door and finds himself in a huge chamber. It is greater than any cathedral, mighty. The walls are made of silver and tipped with gold. There are columns, each column encrusted with jewels, diamonds and rubies, pearls. They reach up into the clouds above. He can see no sky or stars, and there, spinning in the centre, is a great green gem. It is turning so quick and shining so bright. And Childe Rowland looks and sees in the middle of that great chamber is a golden couch. And sitting on that couch, he sees his sister, Bird Ellen. Her hair is long, and in her hair she wears a crystal comb. He steps up to her, closer, and when he is close, she looks up, and he sees that her eyes have changed. Her eyes are shining green. Oh, pity you, poor restless child. Why came you to this place? Alas, my youngest brother, why stayed you not at home? Oh, woe, woe, woe the day that ever you were born. For when the king of Elfland comes, your life will be no more. He sits beside his sister on the golden couch. "Oh, my sister, Bird Ellen, where are my brothers?" And she shows him. There upon the floor are the bodies of his two brothers. In deathly sleep they lie, their arms crossed on their chests, their eyes closed. They are pale, pale as death itself. Oh, my sister, after my long journey, I am so hungry and so thirsty. And she goes out of the chamber and returns with a glass bowl. And the bowl is filled with milk and bread. And she holds it out to him. Has he forgotten? What was Merlin's warning? Bite no bit, nor drink no drop, until you all return. He takes the bowl and puts it to his lips. At that moment, he sees shining in the walls of that great chamber the eyes of Merlin watching him. And Merlin is looking at him, blazing bright his eyes. And Merlin tells him with his eyes what he must do. Childe Rowland takes that glass bowl and he dashes it to the ground, and the bowl smashes into 1,000 pieces. And from outside the chamber there is a tremendous roar. And into the chamber comes the King of the Elves. The King of the Elves is mighty and tall. He is green. His skin is green. His eyes are green. So blazing green that Childe Rowland cannot look. His hair is green. His clothes are green. And he stands tall. In one hand he holds a club, and in the other he wields an axe. And the King of the Elves cries, "Rise, rise, Childe Rowland, rise, rise and run. For now I smell Childe Rowland's blood. Childe Rowland's day is done." And he comes at Childe Rowland, but Childe Rowland does not run. He takes the handle of his father's sword and he goes at the King of the Elves. The king, he turns to a raging bear. Rowland, charge him down. The king, he turns to a nest of snakes. Rowland, cut them through. The king, he turns to an angry bull. Rowland, charge him back. And Childe Rowland stands with the point of his sword at the throat of the King of the Elves. What should I do? Shall I kill him? Shall I kill him? Why should I kill him? He's evil. He has enchanted my sister. My brothers are dead. Shall I kill him?
Yes.
No,
Why not?
because just because he was bad doesn't mean you can't give him another chance.
I will give you one more chance. If you bring my sister and my brothers back to me, I will spare your life. And the king of the elves rises slowly to his feet, his eyes still blazing green. He goes to Bird Ellen, and the king of the elves takes the crystal comb from her long hair, and her eyes change. They are no longer green. And the king of the elves goes to a cabinet, and he takes from that glass cabinet a crystal vial of red liquor, and he puts drops of that red liquor onto the two brothers' eyelids, ears, lips, palms of the hands and the soles of the feet, and on where their heart is. And slowly the colour returns. The colour returns to their pale cheeks until they are rosy red, and their eyelids flicker, and their eyes open, and the breath enters their bodies. And the two brothers rise to their feet, and Childe Rowland says, "Follow me, my brothers and my sister. Follow me and look at no elf in the eye." And they leave the chamber of the king of the elves, and they walk along that passageway and out of the door of the crystal tower, and they walk into the green wood. And there is the henwife with her eyes blazing green from the head upon the ground, and her head leaps onto her shoulders, and she stares at them. But do they return her look? And on past they go, and they come past the cowherd, whose head too leaps on his shoulders, and he glares at them. But do they look back at him?
No.
And on they go, and past the horse herd, whose head upon his shoulders, his eyes blazing and stares. But do they return his gaze?
No.
On they go through the green wood, and finally past the cave of the wizard Merlin, and back to the church. And waiting for them at the church, who is waiting for them? Their mother. And their mother sees her 4 children return, and she puts her arms around them all. She makes Bird Ellen promise that she will never go around the church widdershins ever